You know, Nintendo, I gotta say, this is a great game. Or you could say, I got to hand it to you. Ah! Alright, hey guys, and welcome back to another part of Breath of the Wild. In the last episode, we took on the, I think it's Oa Dame Shrine. And this episode, we're gonna go for the last of the shrinetorials, which is, well, you can't see it from here, but it's back there. But before we start, in the last episode, I was talking about how I never knew how to get the warm double from the old man. So I found out it's, you have a spicy pepper, just any kind of meat, and then a Hyrulean bath, which you can find in some of the deeper waters around here. So let's talk to him, because I've actually never seen this text before. If you're moved by any wild culinary inspirations, feel free to cook yourself a meal using my pot over here. I cooked some... Huh? Wait, is that? That looks just like my signature perfect dish, spicy meat and seafood fry. But how did you... Well, I suppose that is not important. Can I trouble you to share the recipe? Huh? Ah, of course, Hyrule Baths. How could I have forgotten? Well done. Now please allow me to reward your culinary effort with this warm doublet. A warm pullover, typically worn by mountain folk. Its sturdy fabric and thick gloves are great for attaining body heat. With that, you'll be able to resist the bite, colder environment. As for me, I know a great spicy meat and seafood fry recipe, so I can do without that warm doublet. So yeah, so now we have some more new equipment when we go on to the next territory to take on the last shrine. But another thing I want to show off is what I cooked in the last episode. So I made 2 energizing mushroom skewers, which will give me an increase in my stamina wheel. And I also created, well, yeah, this seafood fry, which will also give me a cold resistance, which will go along with the pepper steak. So I believe we are ready to head on to the last of the 4 shrines for the Great Plateau. So, actually, wait, what am I doing? First, let's teleport here. Yeah, Oa Dame's Shrine, and then we're going to climb to get to Mount Hylia. But alright, time to talk about my day. You know, I'm kind of starting to look forward to this moment. But, let's get started then. So, like I said before, I think 2 episodes ago, I'm part of an administration team for, my school's dining corporation. Well, the student element of it. And, it's so weird to feel, but, have you ever had that feeling like you're part of something, but you're really just part of it and, like, literally just in name only? Like, you're really not actually a part of this group? And that's kind of the feeling I get because, you know, I really don't contribute much to these meetings, and I know it's, like, could be one of those situations where you think, like, oh, you know, you just need to, like, speak up. But it's like, no. Oh, yeah. Okay, so, let me run back here. So, in cold temperatures, unless you have warm... If you... In colder temperatures, as you can see by the temperature gauge on the bottom right, it will go into, like, the light blue. If you stand in it for too long, you'll start to take damage. And so, to stop that, you'll either eat a food that gives you cold resistance, or you wear equipment that also can give cold resistance. So we're going to just wear the warm doublet so I don't actually have to eat it. But you see, now my gauge range is much more favorable, so that way now I can stand the cold better. But if I go in the other places that are much higher up, then I can't stand the cold, so I'll need to, like, double down on stuff. But anyway, let's climb on up. So, as I was saying, I don't know, I just get that feeling like I'm kind of just there in name only, like I'm not really a part of the student administration team, which is, I mean, I'm not going to get into it. It's like, it can be debated on whose fault that really is, but, basically, what am I trying to say? Basically, yeah, I don't really feel like I'm actually part of the admin team, so I'm hoping to change that soon, because, you know, I don't want to be there just for, like, window dressing, so to speak. I want to, you know, actually be a contributing member of this admin team, since, you know, I do have a vested interest in making the organization better for everyone. So I have reached out to my professional superior and to see if I can, you know, play a greater role in all this, basically. There was a... Yeah, here we go. He was guarding a, treasure chest. Now hold on. I'm trying to remember all the... Oh, here we go. Yeah, X is how you do the dodges. I want to try to do a special dodge. Whoa, whoa! I didn't realize it knocked me out. I guess we're gonna avoid him then. So I was trying to do one of those like dodges where one of the Breath of the Wild really got famous for was if you dodge at the last moment, basically you're gonna activate Witch Time like from Bayonetta, and you'll go all slow-mo and you'll do a rapid flurry of attacks on the enemy. I'm gonna actually change weapons before this expires. There we go. And a spiked vocal club. Nice. I'm actually gonna just hold on to this though. And a spiked vocal shield, which I can't carry. Let's do it. But yeah, so hopefully I can rectify that with the administration thing. Hopefully not too far from now, because yeah, I like, you know, participating in the party, so to speak. You know, honestly, today was pretty bland for me, I guess I would say. Definitely I wouldn't say it was the most exciting of days, which I mean, you know, we all have those, and that, you know, just simply can't be helped. I guess one other interesting thing is, like I said, I'm a senior, so as you can probably guess, that means I'm an undergrad student. And right now, I am studying the GMAT, which is the graduate, actually, I don't remember what the rest of it means. But basically, the GMAT is the GRE, the graduate record exam, but for students who want to go into business school. And so, well, kind of just spoiled it right there. I want to go to business school. And so I've been studying for that. I mean, I'm fairly good at standardized tests. I mean, obviously I'm not, like, perfect, but I did really well on the ACT, for example, and I only took it in one try. Not the gloat or anything. Oh, I need to be down there. Okay. Not to gloat or anything, but I mean, I would say I did pretty well. Oh, wait, there's something I want to try right quickly. I forget how you do it, but you can actually surf on your shield, I believe. Well, not I believe, actually, I outright know that. I think it's jump and... no. Jump, no. Okay. You know, I'm gonna just remember how to do that and tell you guys in the next episode. But, because I want to get a move on. But, so yeah, so I want to go to business school, and I've been looking at a bunch of business schools that could be pretty cool. I'm not going to say, like, which schools. For one thing, it's kind of pointless, if for two, safety and all that, I guess you could say. But yeah, I hope I could do well on the GMAT, because, for those of you who don't know, the GMAT scored basically from 0 to 800. Ideally, if you want to be a competitive applicant, you should get at least 650, I would say. 650 is like, for a top-tier school, like in the top 50s for the United States, 650 is like competitive numbers. Those things clearly popped in out of nowhere, but wait, don't push them, whatever. You want to get like that, and if you want to be a... My stick's on fire! There we go. So yeah, you want to get 650. If you want to be in like the top 30s, or not top 30, yeah, top 30s, maybe top 25s for US schools, you'd want to, get, like, in the 700s then. I mean, I'm not saying I can't do it. I'm sure I very well could, but, you know, it's like one of those things where it's like you get those pre-test jitters, so to speak. But, here we are at the last of the 4 shrines, Keh Namut. Oh, actually, I really like that name. let's open this on up and go into the last of the shrinetorials. Oh yeah, you probably shot it for a moment there, but because he's in the cold, Link's face will start to glow red. And actually, I remember when they showed off this game for E3, like extensive amount of footage. I think it was the Treehouse people. They played it and they had Link shirtless, and so he like really started to get red because of how cold he is. To you who sets foot in this shrine, I am Keh Namut. In the name of Goddess Hylia, I offer this trial. The Cryonis trial. Let us get our last room. Okay, well, not our last room technically, but our next to last room. In terms of rooms, I think I'd have to say the bomb one's my favorite, simply because I can determine when I want the bomb to detonate. That's just really cool in my opinion, and they adapted that to the Link remake from Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Now it's basically based on Breath of the Wild Link, which obviously makes sense. But yeah, from water you can create ice, and they can be used as platforms, which is just really cool. It's like, you know, like I love the shrine so much just because of how much thought they put into using really just so few how much thought they put into using just those 4 runes. I mean, technically 3 because 2 are just bombs, but still they were even unique at trying to use the bomb separately. I'm actually gonna use the Spike Vocal Club just because it will do more damage. But if I could do it, if you can sneak up on an enemy, you can also do a sneak attack on them, which maybe you can't do on these guys. Oh well. But yeah, if you hold the Y button, you can also charge your attack. So in this case, it did a spin attack. Let me see. Okay. Is the chest over there? Hold on. Yep, there it is. Can I get this chest through menus? No. I have to remember to drop down for that later then. So I am going to jump up on here and then see where we can get from here. There we go. Oh, they just lead to the same place. Okay. So... oh. Actually, no, I can't drop down to it. Or no, maybe I can if I do the angle just right. Like if I come right here and then... do that. No. Oh, wait. No, I'm an idiot. Just do that. I don't know why I was trying to like be all creative and all that. There we go. Let's see what our reward is. A Traveler's Spear. I'll get rid of... well, this thing's almost broken anyway. There we go. And that's the chest for this shrine. Oh, let's wrap this baby up. Your resourcefulness in overcoming this trial speaks to the promise of a hero. In the name of Goddess Hylia, I bestow upon you the Spirit Orb. Yeah, I know I could skip it, and they pretty much say the same thing, but it's just something so special about finishing a shrine and like figure out the puzzle that I never want to skip that cutscene at the end. So I apologize if that annoys you after a while, but I mean, you could skip it yourself, because you know what I'm going to say. But that's all 4 of them. May the goddess smile upon you. You know, now I think about it, I'd love to know what happens to them after they disappear like that. Like, is there like a heaven or something, or like, is there like a good part of the sacred realm that they go to now that they finished their service to Goddess Hylia and like the mortal realm? That'd be kind of interesting to explore.
Ho!
Don't call me that. With this, you have now acquired all of the spirit orbs from the shrines on this plateau. Oh ho ho! Extraordinary! That means it is finally time. Link, it is finally time for me to tell you everything. But first, imagine an X on your map with the 4 shrines as the endpoints. Find the spot where those lines intersect. I shall wait for you there. Do you understand? Where 2 lines connecting the shrine to a cross, there I will be waiting. But first, I want to get that chest. Don't miss. There we go. And you can have multiple of these up at once, so you don't have to worry about like precisely only having one available to you. I don't know what the max. Okay, I think it's 3 actually that are the max, and like, yeah, you can max have 3. Opal. Okay. So he said where the 4 will intersect. So that would be about right here, I think. Basically around the Great Plateau. Wait, no, we've been on the Great Plateau. Around the what am I trying to say here? Around the church, basically. So we're gonna just teleport back to the Shrine of Resurrection where we started our game, and then we're gonna meet with the old man. But yeah, that's why it was interesting on this playthrough to notice that his cane staff-like thing kind of looked like the things that Pose hold, because as you could probably guess from him disappearing like that, he's some sort of ghost at least. You know, part of me wishes that you can do that opening cutscene again, just every time you leave the Shrine of Resurrection, and you just have the choice to skip it. That would just be, like, so cool in my opinion. Oh, a board. Nice. Okay, so we need to meet the old man about where those 4 shrines intersected. Oh, right. If you let your stamina wheel expire, you're going to, just outright only be able to walk. Oh, okay, hold on. There's some couple things I want to do right here, actually. So, if you come up here, and you jump, you want to jump right in between, right in within this circle. And you find a Korok. Yahaha! You found me! Huh? You're not Hetsu, but you can see me? I didn't know your kind could see the children of the forest. Well, if you run into Hetsu, please return this to him. A Korok seed. Oh, and my friends are hiding in lots of different places too. Don't be shy about poking your nose in suspicious places. So yeah, so another thing in this game are the Koroks, which you may remember if you played Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. Basically, they're going to give you Korok seeds, and we need to find this Hetsu to learn their real purpose later. But up here, we have a pretty cool looking sword stuck in a stone. And it's just a rusty broadsword. Oh well. I don't actually want it anyway. What I really want is to come over here to this, bombable wall and seeing what we could get from that. And get out the blast zone. And for our reward... Opal, nice. That's stuff I can sell. There's crafting in this game, right? Yeah, I want to say there's crafting in this game. But here we are, the Temple of Time. Oh man, this music's so great. It's sparse, but what you do get is great all the way through, in my opinion. So I love it. Okay, let's see if we can do a sneak attack on him now. Nope, never mind. Just die. There we go. Let's head on inside then. Statue of Goddess Hylia. Wait, hold on. Is this about... Huh. Yeah, I guess you could say this is where the intersect. Let's pray at the altar. You who have conquered the shrines and claimed their spirit orbs, I can offer you great power. It appears you have claimed 4 spirit orbs. In exchange for 4 spirit orbs, I will amplify your being. So tell me, what is it that you desire? So you can either get a new heart container or extend your stamina wheel. I think what I'm gonna do is basically alternate each episode, or not each episode. Each time I get 4, I'll just alternate. But I think I'm gonna start with the stamina vessel. You wish to expand your stamina vessel? Yes. Yes, I shall grant the power you seek. Stamina vessel. The size of your stamina wheel has been increased, allowing you to perform more actions before getting tired. And so yeah, it's going to extend it by, I think it's a 4th? Go and bring peace to Hyrule.
Ho!
Please stop calling me that. The blessing of the goddess has made you that much more resilient, I see. Here I am. Get up here, quickly! Alright, let's meet him on up here. Oh man, okay, first time I played this game, I didn't know this ladder was right here, so I just literally climbed the Temple of Time. So, yeah. There we go. We should be good to just head up this way. Run on up to beat the slope. There we go. Oh man, this is a great sun. So another thing, you also get a camera in this game. I look forward to when I get the camera because I want to do, instead of having, like, for the thumbnail, I want to have, be pictures of our adventures, basically. Hold on, I want to climb up. Ooh, boy! Man, I can't catch a break with this, can I? Okay, I was trying to climb on that pole to see something, but, apparently it didn't want me to. But, yeah, so, one of my first priorities is going to be getting the camera because I want to take pictures of our adventures through Hyrule and have those be the thumbnail of, each of the videos, just to really give the videos more of a personality to them, you know, just specifically chronicling our adventures. But, okay, I know where to get the camera, but I don't know where to get the camera, if that makes sense. Like, I know the place, I just don't know where said place is, to be exact. But, anyway, let us just go and meet with the old man, because clearly I'm not meant to be a great platformer. Which is kind of ironic, because I'm playing Crash Bandicoot simultaneously, but anyway.
Well done there, young one. Now then, the time has come to show you who I truly am. I was King Rome Bosphoramus Hyrule. I was the last leader of Hyrule, a kingdom which no longer exists. The Great Calamity was merciless. It devastated everything in its path, lo, a century ago. It was then that my life was taken away from me. And since that time, here I have remained in spirit form. I did not think it wise to overwhelm you while your memory was still fragile. So rather than that, I thought it best to assume a temporary form. Forgive me. I think you are now ready. Ready to hear what happened 100 years ago. To know Calamity Ganon's true form, one must know the story from an age-long past. The Demon King was born into this kingdom, but his transformation into malice created the horror you see now. Stories of Ganon were passed from generation to generation in the form of legends and fairy tales. But there was also a prophecy. The signs of a resurrection of Calamity Ganon are clear, and the power to oppose it lies dormant beneath the ground. We decided to heed the prophecy and began excavating large areas of land. It wasn't long before we discovered several ancient relics made by the hands of our distant ancestors. These relics, the divine beasts, were giant machines piloted by warriors. We also found the Guardians, an army of mechanical soldiers who fought autonomously. This coincided with ancient legends, oft repeated throughout our land. We also learned of a princess with a sacred power, and her appointed knight, chosen by the sword that seals the darkness. It was they who sealed Ganon away using the power of these ancient relics. 100 years ago, there was a princess set to inherit a sacred power and a skilled knight at her side. It was clear that we must follow our ancestors' path. We selected 4 skilled individuals from across Hyrule and tasked them with the duty of piloting the divine beasts. With the princess as their commander, we dubbed these pilots champions, a name that would solidify their unique bond. The princess, her appointed knight, and the rest of the champions were on the brink of sealing away Ganon. But nay. Ganon was cunning, and he responded with a plan beyond our imagining. He appeared from deep below Hyrule Castle, seized control of the Guardians and the divine beasts, and turned them against us. The champions lost their lives, those residing in the castle as well. The appointed knight, gravely wounded, collapsed while defending the princess. And thus, the kingdom of Hyrule was devastated absolutely by Calamity Ganon. However, the princess survived to face Ganon alone.
Link, you are our final hope. The fate of Hyrule rests with you.
That princess was my own daughter. My dear Zelda. And the courageous knight who protected her right up to the very end. That knight was none other than you, Link. You fought valiantly when your fate took an unfortunate turn. And then, you were taken to the Shrine of Resurrection. Here you now stand, revitalized 100 years later. The words of guidance you have been hearing since your awakening are from Princess Zelda herself. Even now, as she works to restrain Ganon from within Hyrule Castle, she calls out for your help. However, my daughter's power will soon be exhausted. Once that happens, Ganon will freely regenerate himself, and nothing will stop him from consuming our land. Considering that I could not save my own kingdom, I have no right to ask this of you, Link. But I am powerless here. You must save her, my daughter, and do whatever it takes to annihilate Ganon. Somehow, Ganon has maintained control over all 4 divine beasts, as well as those guardians swarming around Hyrule Castle. I believe it would be quite reckless for you to head directly to the castle at this point. I suggest that you make your way east out to one of the villages in the wilderness. Follow the road out to Kakariko Village. There you will find the Elder Impa. She will tell you more about the path that lies ahead. Consult the map on your Sheikah slate for the precise location of Kakariko Village. Make your way past the twin summits of the dueling peaks. From there, follow the road as it proceeds north.
Go on. Here is the paraglider, just as I promised. With that, you should be able to safely fly off the cliffs surrounding this area. And I think that's it. I've told you everything I can. Link, you must save Hyrule. Main quest, destroy Ganon. Oh boy. We certainly have a very big mission ahead of us, and my inventory is full. Okay, this is gonna be fun. Hold on. Before we end things off, let me get my bow. Thank you. So, like you said, it'd be foolish to seek out Ganon now, but we could very well go and fight him right now if we wanted to. But, obviously I don't want to do that. Someday I do want to do that, but not now. Instead, we want to head to wherever the dueling peaks are. Honestly, I lost it. Oh, no, it's over here. We want to head past these dueling peaks, get to Kakariko Village, and meet with Impa. So, I'll see you guys on the next episode.